Hello everybody, welcome back to the video. My name's Alan, and no, it's not a Grown Warfare 2 video. As you read by the title, yeah, the game I like to play the most is Dead, so that's what we're playing. Definitely undead game right here. I'll just decide this game isn't dead. I see a lot of people on it, but yeah. No, today we're actually talking about, everybody's favorite game, Fortnite. And yes, that means everybody's favorite game. If I see one person saying, okay, I'm just joking, but you know what I mean. Fortnite is everybody's favorite game. Alright, so basically, today we're basically going to be talking about, of course, the whole entire RIP Fortnite thing. I made a post on Twitter about how much time I could be to talk about the situation. Now, it's been like a couple hours since it really started to get heated with the casuals and the competitive players. And I think I just gotta talk about it, man, right? Like, I definitely think I want to talk about this situation, because, yeah. You know, I think it's basically just showing us how the player base is really like. Because we have not only have a really toxic player base going at it with the competitive players, we also have a really toxic fan base with the casual players as well. Because they've been pretty toxic as well. And yeah, I just want to say this right now. Currently I am with the casual side of things and we'll get into it right now. So basically, how this all started. So, earlier today, or like it was a couple days ago, Fortnite reinstated that wager matches are against TOS. And basically, what wager matches are, it's basically when you wager. Like for example, say, okay bro, if you get 15 kills this match, I will give you $5, something like that, right? That's like a wager match. And basically, the reason why they banned it is because it's basically, or TOS, it's because it's basically child gambling, right? Because you just remember, the Fortnite player base is mostly made like out of little kids, like 9 and 10 years old, some of them. Sure, you get like some teenagers like me, but it's mostly like 9-year-olds, right? So you have to understand that is against TOS there, because the legal age for gambling is like 18, I believe. I'm not, at least where I am, right? It's 18, and yeah, honestly, that's pretty darn interesting how the fact that competitive players are just like, you know what, yeah, we're gonna go against this because, you know, we're competitive players. And just like, bro, it's literally child gambling, and yeah, that's what I'm going on about. So later today as well, yeah, RIP Fortnite is trending, and everybody's just like complaining like, oh, the OG did something like that, and it's just usually the sweats like, grr, bring back old map, bro, brr. It's like this is like the usual things that sweats usually do. And this caused a lot of outrage on Twitter, and of course you got, Big Man Pro Plan himself. I'm not gonna say what it says, but I'll give you a hint. He made Sparkplug. And, yeah, he said, of course, he's gonna always cause an issue on Twitter, because this is just in general, a lot of pro players on Twitter, man, are just honestly so ungrateful, because Fortnite actually gave them their careers, right? They don't realize that without Fortnite, nobody would give a shit about them. I'm telling you right now, like, I don't know who the half the people are. So yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, today just really shows how ungrateful pro players are, and how greedy they are as well. Because like, yeah, we only play Fortnite for money, basically, because they complain about the game, and that's all they do. And there's a difference between criticizing and complaining, right? Criticizing is like, okay, right? For example, saying criticizing like the mechs, right? It's like, okay, the mechs are OP, and we all know that, right? Mechs are OP, and it's like, okay, the mechs are too OP, and you should nerf them, right? That's technically like criticizing for me right there, right? If we have like actual helpful criticism, and not just bully the actual people working at the game and calling them, oh, your game's shit, your shit, something like that, and calling the head director of Epic Games is like not really that great of words. Just, yeah, it doesn't look good for you pro players. I'm being honest with you now. But yeah, like I said, the casuals like this as well. They complain. I see people being mad toxic on the casual side of the communities. A good example is early stage me as well. I remember being a little bit toxic as well. and just, yeah, right? It's like people don't take for granted that, yeah, both sides can be toxic, and yeah, so basically, after this happened, one of the leakers in the community basically came out saying that this whole situation is just pretty much dumb and ridiculous, and then he just got backlash by the competitive community, and of course, like, and then one of the big ones, I'm not gonna say his name, but this man came on and says like, oh, yeah, basically, you only leak lines of code. Just, bruh, have you seen the fucking leaking community, bro? If it doesn't for them, I wanna know what skins I wanna buy or not. Like, the leaking community is insane. And the fact that Switch are now jabbing at the leaking community, bro, I cannot, bro. And, you know, some of those leakers are actually sweats as well, bro. So they're basically just saying, oh, we're just gonna bully everybody now. Which is ridiculous, and yeah. Very interesting. Like, I think the Sweat community this year, this last year, has been very, very interesting. And yeah, that's what to say. Alright. Now, what did I learn today from this whole situation? Number one, this game, literally, Twitter is full of toxic little 9-year-olds. Number two, this whole community is full of toxic 9-year-olds. And number three, this is the big one. Fuck little toxic 9-year-olds.